Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Stone Valley, the original map with me, Simone Wilson, or Miss Box, whichever you prefer. Well, here we are, we're still going along quite well. Let's just have a quick look at where we are at here at the moment. Let's bring the map up. You can see we're just about around halfway across the map. We've still got 32 minutes to go on the rearmost tractor. Let's hop back over to the main yard here and decide what we're going to do next. Now we have already done the work of liming the field, so this is now ready to plant. But if we go into seasons, we can see that it's not really the right time to plant as yet. We're looking to plant a crop for our crops. So the planting period is, well, it is now, yes, but these numbers are blue, indicating that the ground temperature is too cool because it's 4 degrees. So it's not really right. What will happen is some of our seeds won't germinate likely in time. We really want to wait until I can't get my cursor up, can I? Because I'm not in the vehicle. But until the little temperature marker, which is to the right of the cloud, and the lower one, which shows the ground temperature, is saying 5 degrees at least. Depends what we want to plant. And at the moment, we want to have a little look at the prices, and wheat is going to not turn out to be its best price until really the first period of winter. Barley, the same, but barley doesn't get nearly as good a price. Oat gets a good price, also produces straw. Do we need straw? No, we don't need straw, because on this map there is a bale sale point where we can sell bales, but the bale sale, they give us zero money, so it would just be a place to dispose of bales, so there's little point in doing them. Canola is also a good crop to do as a cash crop. We can sell at the end of autumn for the best price for canola. So that is very likely what we'll put in. When is the case? So canola requires 5 degrees in the ground, which is excellent. So we'll just wait until we've got that. As it stands, we have some more equipment to buy. We're going to need to be able to plant seeds. And the seeder that I talked about was the Great Plains planter, and the reason why I choose a planter, now normally planters plant the things that seeders can't, so it's usually things like the root crops and so on, but the Great Plains is the only device in the vanilla game, that is anyway, that plants them all. So we got corn, sunflowers, soybeans, we can do oilseed radishes, we can do cotton, although cotton doesn't feature on this map, we're too far north. But we got corn, barley, oat, canola, alfalfa even, and grass. I believe that's alfalfa. So there we go. It plants all our regular cedar crops as well as our root crops for us. It just doesn't do potatoes, and I'm not going to do potatoes. It's dreadful potato technology. You've got the biggest, most expensive machine, and it's working with his 1.8 meters. Can you imagine just how long it's going to take to rip out a field even this size of its potatoes? Nope. No, thank you. Right, so we're going to go for canola. Well, let's acquire the planter that we need. Well, we're going to acquire 2 of them because we do that sort of thing. 2 hitch choices here. We can either have a 3-point hitch, or we can have a trailer hitch. I seem to get on better for some strange reason with the trailer hitch, so I'm going to buy 2 of these with the trailer hitch. Okay. And that's that. Oh yes, that's the other thing, wasn't it? It's in miscellaneous. No, it isn't in miscellaneous. Oh yes, while we're in miscellaneous, we will need one of these, which is the Thundercat. Is it Thunder Creek or Thunder Creek? This is a fuel cart as well as a mobile workshop. You can get this is the standard in-game fuel cart because it just transports diesel fuel for you. Or you can have this one. It's got the same capacity of diesel fuel, but it also has a mobile workshop on the back. So this means you can tow it around, tow it into fields, fill up your combines and so on. And if they need repairs, you can do the field repairs. Very, very useful piece of kit and well worth having on the farm. We can have lizard or Nokian wheels, whichever we like. But I usually tend to stick with lizard. Shall we change the colour? What colour shall we have? How do you think it looks? Grey's a bit boring, isn't it? Onyx. Let's see. What does it look like in onyx? That's still a bit. No, it's fuel colour. We want it in a fuel colour, which of course is what it comes in. So I tell you what, we'll take it as it comes. So that's up at the store for us. And what else will we need? Well, I'm shopping. I do like shopping, you know. One of my favourite little hobbies. We will need the grain cart. We've got one of those in our store. We haven't sold that very sensibly. We are going to we got the 2 planters, and that leaves us with how much money? We got 670k, so we'll deal with that. And one of the things that's set up on this game, you know, there is the mod which allows you to do the store deliveries to your to your farm if you want redirect. Now I think that mod's active. However, on this map, the map maker has set the reset point. You know, you can reset if you get your tractor upside down. You can't rescue it. You can reset it. It resets back here to the yard, to there actually. So I'm going to make use of that. It's on the map. It's not a cheat. It's just the way it is. So I'm going to reset my tools from the shop, and over you come. And finally, the last thing, the fuel cart. And there they all are, magically. Isn't that wonderful? That is super dupes. We will need another little tractor, because this one's kind of it's a medium tractor, so it's mid-power and so on. We're going to want one that'll run around and haul stuff like this little trailer. To take it out to the fields and so on. So we will want some. Oh, mind you, what do I need a little tractor for? Silly me. Oh, hello, dog. Where are you? Shall we feed the dog? Let's press R and give him food. Come on, doggy, where are you? Here, Fido. Come and get your grub. Normally he comes when you give him food. He's disappeared. Don't know where he is. He'll come along and he'll eat his food in a minute. And you can actually play with the dog. Take the ball, throw the ball for him, and he'll get it. Right, sorry, I'm being very British, getting in the wrong side of the car. Yep, so we can use this rather splendid device, the Lizard pickup truck, which is a rather nice crew cab truck. I had a Denver, Colorado one time, and that was a really nice vehicle. It was a 3-litre diesel auto too. Oh, that was great fun to drive, especially in the snow. So we can just hook that up and we can tug it around with this. Ideal, you say. So first things first, let's fill it up with fuel. It will be needed at some point. Fill away. And now we've got our planters there. Referring back to the planters, the tractor power we will need for those is 280 horsepower, so that is not such a big demand on our tractor. It is possible, no, it was 230 horsepower, wasn't it, the JCB? There it is. Yes, 230, so it's not enough. But the fence will be doing that. They're either going to be cultivating or they're going... they're cultivating or they're going to be sowing. That's their jobs, as it were. And we'll get them over when they finish the other fields, which if we press 9 so we get the big map, we can see where they are at the moment. Let's get rid of that. I can just do that. And they can see where they are on the field here. They've completed field 35, they're on 18, so they're just working their way up and down that. They're going to be done fairly soon. There's going to be a lot of cultivating, a lot of sowing, a lot of fertilising. So we will need fertilising, and that's where the second tractor's going to come in. It's very likely to be for contract work. Is the typical contractor's tractor, which is the JCB, and we're going to say goodbye to the case, and we're going to sell this, and in order to do that, you have to repair. It'll need a tiny bit of repair because we've used it, so we'll lose a tiny bit of value, but we'll do all right. And yes, we can go into the workshop here, but if you think this isn't the tallest of tractors, and just look how close it is going in there, you see, the beacon's just clear. If I try and bring a fent in there, the beacons don't. They clip through. Right, we are in the spot. Out we go. And if you want to sell not at the shop, and you want full price, you can do repair. Yes. And then the sell button comes up, and you'll get the best prices if you're at the shop. Sell. Yep. Thank you very much. Right. Now, in which case we need, like I said, we need another contractor's tractor. Let's go tractor shopping. I think, I see people play this game, and everybody's, going to the tractors, and you see a lot of case. You don't see so much in the New Holland. And you don't often see people play Stars or Starers, I have to say. There's an awful lot of people play the John Deere series and using the mods. The Valtra actually is quite a good tractor option in the medium tractors. It's actually quite pretty. I quite like that. It's looking quite nice on the front here. And painted all in different colours and have different rims to the body, so that's quite attractive, if you like that sort of thing. 3-point on the front. It, as a tractor, can have a front loader attachment, which is really useful, makes this a very versatile piece of kit, especially if you're bringing animals into the game. Good turning circle. And but the best thing about this is that you can uprate the engine, have a 250 horsepower engine, which is excellent. For a medium tractor indeed. But I fancied making this game a fent game, because people don't tend to play the fence. Yes, I've got the class, because I've got the Platinum set up, so I've got the class pack on here, but we're not going to go for that sort of tractor. I'm going to restrict myself as much as possible to vanilla game, because that's quite good. So fence Vario as a medium tractor can have the 724, which gives us 240 horsepower. Now that'll be more than enough for our general run-of-the-mill running around. In fact, we probably don't even need that. We can get away with initially, and we can save some money by just having the 16. 165 horsepower, because we're just going to be tugging around spreaders on the back, you see. But the most important thing for the tractors for this job is that the wheels can have narrow wheels. So yes, we can have narrow tires. I know it looks very strange, doesn't it? But when we come to fertilising, and fertilising crops that have gone past the first stage, they're taller. Remember, crop destruction's on, so we will need to have the ability to put narrow tyres on our tractor unit. So we are going to make this a Fent playthrough, and we'll buy this with narrow tyres, because then we can swap back immediately. And we'll have 2 of these. At a real snip at $181,000. Oh, yeah, thank you, I'll have two. Okay, back. We're going to need another one of those spreader units. That's fertilizer technology. I have one of those. We'll make it full with the extension, and this one we're going to go with the narrow tyres. Okay, we'll convert our other one to narrow tyres. That's back out of there. Oh yes, we need to go to the map now and get these things magically transported back to the farm. I'm just using the hotkeys here to get things back. Oh no, that's the gas station. I can't move the gas station. got our fuel stop over there in the corner. So here we are. We got our brand new little fence with their narrow tyres, and we can hop in here. They do look so weird with the narrow tyres, though, don't they? They do look so comical. So what we'll do is we'll whip in here and we'll put some manly tyres on there, because I think that will be better. We don't need the narrow tyres just yet. But I bought them so that it just made the point when I go back to standard tyres, there's no cost. I'd already done that, so maybe that's better. That looks nicer now, doesn't it? Yes. I just think they look so funny on narrow tyres. There you do. Okay, so let's do that. Oh, right. So here's the next thing: fertilizer. Where do we get lots of fertilizer on this map? Because I don't want to. This thing takes an awful lot, and I mean an awful lot of fertilizer, which we're going to need. Because I killed a marsh. I didn't put the right spreaders on the back of this. Let me go and modify this now. I'll show you the Thunder Creek car in operation then, in this case, and how useful this is. So you come up to the back, you press R, and it opens up the back of the Thunder Creek, and out comes the laptop, and the laptop tells you what vehicle's in there. Now, as you can see, there's a square on the ground, so it's on the right-hand side. This is the effective area, that's the workshop area. If you want to run the fuel, you come up to the front of the trailer here, and you press R again, and that starts the pump. And when you start the pump, a square comes up on the left-hand side. This is the fueling trigger. So there we are. And when the pump's running, you've got a meter on the front down there that tells you how much you've got in it. It's 1875. So there we are. Very, very simple. It's really effective. So that makes life an awful lot easier. You don't have to squeeze yourself or back trailers in. There we go. I'm in the right place now. Whip over, look at the laptop, and you look at the laptop and press the M key, and that tells me that. I'm going to customize it. I'm going to put the spreading discs on, and I'm going to change back to standard tyres. So that's another $8,000 out of the bank. We're finished here, so we can close the trailer up. And oh no, we're not finished here, because it's we're not finished here. That's not got the full capacity. For these big fields, I'm going to need the full capacity. For some reason, I've managed to turn the full capacity off. No, I don't want to do that one. Oh, that's another mod I put on, which is the workshop tabber. This is really huge, because generally the workshop only picks up one thing at a time. That's standard in the game. So there's a mod called the workshop tabber. It allows you to tab between all the vehicles that are in the trigger. So there's that. So let's put the extension back on, which is the big extension. As you can see, 0 because I've already bought it. We got the 6mm and standard. Go. Yes. Right. Close the ears up. We will need to hitch up again. Right. The thing we don't have on the map that I've found anyway is any seeds. So, in that case, we will need some seeds, and I just happen to have a mod, which is rather nice, under miscellaneous, We whiz through. There's various mods on here which we won't necessarily use. Nice street lamps and so on for decoration purposes. Even got a little, our own little biogas plant, but we won't be using that. So we got the seeds, seed pallet loading seeds. We actually got 4 types of pallets things here we can put down. We can have solid fertilizer, solid seeds. We don't need to worry about seeds because we've got a seed tank on the farm. But we don't have any herbicide. We'll need one of those. We'll need a liquid fertilizer, and we'll need a solid fertilizer pickup point. So right now, fertilizer is the key. We're going to put one of those down. The question is where? And I'm minded to put it here because it's just a nice, simple place. Because there's lots of buildings around, there's actually not all that many places where you can put this and get its trigger right. So I'm going to put it here by the fence, and there we have it. Now we can drive up to the fertilizer like this. Oh, there's something lit up over there. Why is that lit up? I wonder. Use that so we can lit up here. Open the lid, open sesame, and say fill with fertilizer. Thank you very much. And away goes the money at the top of the screen. You can see it winding down frantically as we load up. We'll have to unload the lime from the other trailer and then go fertilise. Well, we won't fertilise this field just yet, just because I want to. Well, yes, we're going to fertilise it, and then we can plant it. So let's hop out of this tractor, go into the other one. We'll have to dump off the lime so that we've got that. Shall we leave it in its little narrow wheel mode? Yeah, why not? It's going on a... It does look so silly. It really does. I think the thing that makes it look so silly is that the mudguards are set up for standard tyres. So the wheels look completely wrong in there, you know? It really does look very strange. Very strange indeed. Right, okay, that's that done. We'll pop off the, we'll unload the last of the lime here. And that's gone for some reason. Where did the lime go? Thought I had some lime left over, but clearly not. It seems to have disappeared. That's interesting, isn't it? But we'll go over here and wait behind this one. This is still loading, as you can see. And that's going to be loading an awful lot of fertilizer, and we're going to have 2 of them like this. But it does mean so we can do a lot of fields with that. While we wait for that, let's pop back into the, pop back over to here. How are they doing? Oh, they're getting there. A couple more passes. 8 minutes left to go. Good. How are we doing here? 12,000 litres of, or 12,000 units of fertilizer. Nearly there. As this is a big investment in fertilizer. I could have had the double wheel beetle. You might be thinking, well, if you need the maximum amount of fertilizing, why didn't you go with that? Well, the thing is that the double wheel can't have narrow tires on it, so it isn't something we can use when the game when we want it, you know. So if we want to spread fertilizer later in stages of growth. So that's why I didn't select that, and I put this one up with the full extensions. Still more than enough, believe me. Right, open sesame, rinse and repeat. When I get into the trigger, I haven't got to the trigger. It won't. I'm just too far away. And should it work now? Yes, it does. Here we go. another load of fertiliser. Right, while that fills, wonder why the sail point at the top is tagged. That's an interesting thing, isn't it? Let's see. Something's been tagged on the map. Oh, that's why. Untag place. There we are. We don't want to tag it. Yes, okay. Where were we? Yes, here we go. Dum 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 dum. Right. We are now going to do this field. Fertilise it. So, back we go with course play. And this time we select mode 4, because that's fertilising. Course generation, field 20. One headland. Turn. Looking to work on the up-down rows, because we want to end up here, so we'll probably be starting over here. We're going to start in the southeast, northeast, northwest, southwest, no, southeast, southwest, southeast. Dear, oh dear, I had it right first time. We're going to be using two tools at 30 metres wide to generate the course. Now you'll see how 60 metres makes such a difference. Alright, here we go. Oh, we're going to end up over there. But we're not going to go over anything, you see, that's rather nice. Looking at this, remembering that left will be coming back up here, so we want to go down right to come right. The first tractor is going to go down right. And it's set right. We're going to have symmetric lane changing, of course. We're going to drive course at the first waypoint. And we'll say, go! And there we go, and let him get on with it. We'll go over and get the other tractor. Contract on field 18 is finished, yes. So, let's, oh, dear, should have got in, shouldn't I? We are full, thank you. Head on over to the field and do our thing. So we go to the same starting point and to halt we bring up course play. Now I'm not using course play, you can use right mouse button to bring it up, but I prefer to use control and end to bring it up, which is the other mode. We're going to mode 4. We find the other tractor, which is the 716 Vario. We copy his course, go into here, activate that. We are going to be left, because the other one's right. Everything else is set correctly. Oh, we didn't do convoy, did we? Hang on a minute, let's pop over to the front one and set convoy on. Right? Forgot about that. Sorry. And so, yep, reversing. That's another thing I just forgot on the front tractor because it's new. 10 kilometre reversing speed. Start course at the first waypoint. Go. Go into here. Reversing speed. 10. There we are. Lots of things to remember and forget all at the same time. Now you can see the progress fertiliser is much wider than when you're liming. Thankfully. Much wider. I should, if we could pop into the back one, that's just starting. And off it goes. Woohoo! The course play when you're running two units like this will leave tiny little bits unfertilised, but who's arguing? It's a field such a size, you know, as a couple of square feet of unfertilised isn't really going to make a huge difference. The contract's finished. Let's head on over to the 1050s. Yeah, you can see what's going to happen here. See there's a gap here? Yes, let's just look at that. And that's because of this narrowness here. The other one's going to close that down, arguably waste a lot of fertiliser but in the process, but there we go. It is what it is. And there we are, the number 2 comes up. He's 100 metres behind the lead tractor. So on the lead tractor we now need to cancel the course play so the other one finishes his drive. While we're at it, we'll close that off. We are still active, and I might as well just... That's quite a big patch. I know I said it doesn't matter, but that is quite a big patch, so we'll just fertilise that little bit in. Like that! Excellent! Oh, and that bit. Like that. There we are. Fold up. Let's pop into here. Stop this driver. Get rid of the course. Close down. I'm now free to drive it. Follow me. So we can drive back to the farmyard. And set the distance so we can increase the distance to the lead tractor so we don't have bumping into each other, embarrassing moments and all that sort of thing. And away we go. And here's the first weeds in the field. So weeding, yes, I could buy one of those scratchy weeders and go up and down the field, but with a weeder it only disturbs young weeds like that in the first phase of growth. But if you run the course over the field, I can guarantee weeds will spring up where none were before. So what you do is you herbicide the field. That's the best thing to do. We will herbicide after we have planted. That's the next trick. And I think what we will do is just squeeze through the little gap here. Top off with fertiliser, because always best to have the fertiliser topped off. And ready to rock and roll for the next time. Open sesame. Oh, I got that in the wrong... I haven't gone close enough. You've got to get nice and tight to the seed point, and then you can get it. Right, let's hop into the other one. Cancel the follow me because I'm paying. And we will take this and bring this into the appropriate position. Ready to be filled. Open. And then we just top off the things. How are these boys doing? Yep, so we've avoided the crash, which is useful. As the first one goes up, the second one comes down. They've missed, which is nice. And that's it. So I think we'll close the episode here. We've got quite a lot done. I can say that we will be continuing on doing this off camera, so when we come back next time we should be ready to plant in our field number 20. So thank you very much for being with me. Hope you enjoy that. If you enjoyed it, click the like and ring that bell so you'll know when I next post the next farming simulator video here on Stone Valley 4 times the huge map. So it's me, Miss Box, or Simone, is signing off. Cheerio!